Good evening. Welcome to the Critical and Creative Thinking series. My name is Helen Aniso Otolo. I am a professional philosopher. I am also a critical and creative thinking lecturer, a motivational speaker, and a mind coach. This evening, I would like to introduce you to the subject critical and creative thinking. So what is critical and creative thinking? Critical and creative thinking is a very, very important tool that is necessary in order for us to improve the way we think, in order for us to come up with new ideas, and in order for us to reject ideas that may not add any value to our lives. We all think, everybody thinks, but what is thinking? Thinking, in general, involves arrangement of ideas in the mind, and therefore thinking is a mental process. And this is a mental process that involves ideas that are spontaneous, they are unregulated, you do not plan to think, critically, and the ideas just flow in your mind. However, critical thinking is the opposite of just thinking. It involves interrogating those ideas. It involves orderly arrangement of ideas as opposed to unregulated. It involves a deliberate attempt to understand something and therefore not spontaneous. And it involves systematic arrangement of ideas in the mind and not just an arrangement of ideas in the mind. So critical thinking is very important because it helps us to be orderly. A good example of critical thinking would be to use the analogy of furniture in a room. When there is furniture in a room, the room is well arranged. The chairs are in order. They follow a certain arrangement. And it is very neat. The mind is almost like that. Ideas are often moving around in our mind. And if they are not orderly, like the furniture in the room, then they can be confused, they can be fuzzy, they can be vague, they can be disorderly, and therefore they are not ideas that can help us to arrive at knowledge. So we shall be looking at critical and creative thinking in a more deeper way. Thinking involves content. We get content as subjects in schools, colleges, even in newspapers, in books. However, for a critical thinker, how do we know that that content is true? How do we know that those arguments are valid? How do we know that whatever knowledge we have is knowledge that is correct? Critical and creative thinking is supposed to help us to do that so that we can become better people in the society, we can become more creative, we can be people who can add to knowledge. So I have a Facebook page called Critical and Creative Thinking for a Better Society. Please like my page and follow me on the page. I also have a book that I have published called Critical and Creative Thinking. The book is going to be in the market soon, and it gives you all the tools of analysis and the tools of evaluation and the tools of transformation. You can therefore follow me also on Skype. My Skype address is helen.otolo. Helen.otolo. My Twitter handle is at Otolo. I also have a website where you can log in just to find out what critical and creative thinking is about. The website is www.cogitoconsultancy.com. gmail.com. The word cogito actually means in Latin, I think. And thinking is what is going to help us come out of poverty as a country. Thinking is what is going to add value to our lives. Thinking is what is going to help us to become more productive in the society, and therefore build ourselves as individuals, our country, and the world in general. So for now, I would like to encourage you to visit my website, encourage you to write an email, or you can also call me. You can call me on 0720 444 329. This is my WhatsApp number also, and I will be happy to answer all your questions. So for now, I would like to wish you a good evening and keep thinking.